Hello and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I'm your paleo teacher Jen, and it's time for Fossil Friday. Today we are looking at the OG bird mimic itself, Ornithomimus. Ornithomimus lived in western North America on the paleocontinent Laramidia during the late Cretaceous period. It was first discovered in the Denver Formation of Colorado and named by Othniel Charles Marsh in 1890. It has subsequently been found in the Horseshoe Canyon and Dinosaur Park formations of Alberta, the Ferris Formation of Wyoming, and the Kaiparowitz Formation of Utah. The Denver Formation is a collection of alluvial fan, like this modern one, fluvial and paludal deposits, representing rivers and marshes at the foot of the growing Rocky Mountain front. The Horseshoe Canyon Formation is composed of mudstone, sandstone, carbonaceous shale, and coal seams representing floodplains, estuaries, and coal swamps, while the Dinosaur Park Formation, made of similar rocks with different structures, was more coastal. The Ferris Formation represents sandy fluvial channels and overbank flood deposits with tidal influence, so also coastal. And lastly, the Kaiparowitz Formation represents floodplains of large coastal rivers. This shows just how similar yet diverse the habitats Ornithomimus inhabited were. Ornithomimus lived alongside a plethora of familiar and probably unfamiliar dinosaurs, including Echinocephalus, Anodontosaurus, Cosmoceratops, Nasutoceratops, Utaceratops, Gripposaurus, Parasaurolophus, Hagriphus, Murarse, Talos, Teratophonius, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus, Edmontonia, Edmontosaurus, Hypacrosaurus, Saurolophus, Enchiceratops, Dromaeosaurus, Struthiomimus, Albertosaurus, Scolosaurus, Centrosaurus, Chasmosaurus, Styracosaurus, Vagaceratops, Corythosaurus, Lambeosaurus, Prosaurolophus, Foraminocephaly, Stegosaurus, Chirostenotes, Dromaeosaurus, Daspletosaurus, Gorgosaurus, and the Skelosaurus. That is a vast amount of dinosaurs to be in, and if you know anything about these different dinosaurs, they also did not all live at the same time. Some of them are from the Maastrichtian, and some are from the earlier, the Campanian. So, Ornithomimus lived for a bit. Definitely going to be different species in there. So, what makes Ornithomimus Ornithomimus? Well, Ornithomimus is characterized by 3 weight-bearing toes, long, slender arms and necks, and elongated, toothless beaks with large orbits in the skull. So, you know, your typical ornithomimian characteristics. It differs from the very closely related Struthiomimus in that its torso is shorter and it has very straight hand and foot claws. Struthio is a little bit more curved. Not by a ton, but enough. The hand and finger bones have similar lengths as well. So, like, these and these are, like, the same size-ish. It was around 12 feet or 3.8 meters long, and about 370 pounds or 170 kilos. 4 specimens have been found with evidence of feathering. So here's one of those specimens. 3 adults and a juvenile showed that they were feathered their whole life. And you can kind of see, so that you can see the sort of dark staining over here. It's really just the feather markings along the tail here. And there's some along the back. I know it's not going to be the easiest to see on a phone, but you can access the paper through Google. That's all I did was I Googled Ornithomimus feathers. It was popped up so you can go look at it. Anyway, Ornithomimus was built to run and to run fast. The large eye sockets suggest it had keen vision and was maybe even possibly nocturnal. They had fairly large brains, which may have been dedicated to kinesthetic coordination. That's basically spatial awareness, which is important if you're moving really fast, so you don't collide with everything and everyone in your area. It is still heavily debated on what it ate, but its body was well suited to an omnivorous diet, so it's likely that it ate whatever plants and animals it could get its mouth on. Well, thanks for coming to today's lesson, and make sure you tune in Monday to learn about Therizinosaurs. Have a good weekend, and fossilized later.